For me, as a citizen, they deserve our commendation because we didn't experience the usual recriminations and so on and so forth. A lot of the, like the chairman of the National Peace Committee indicated when he addressed Nigerians, the infractions, the foul language came largely from spokespersons of the different parties. And even up till now, I still want to call on the spokesperson to be more matured and to be more restrained and to stop crying more than the bereaved. I know that they are investors in the process, but the way they talk to Nigerians and the way they address the issues going forward is important. Secondly, you quoted the Bible when you spoke about the fact that Jesus wept. Well, I think since the Bible is my vademecum, and you went to the Bible, let me make a point of correction. John chapter 11, verse 35, that's where we are told that Jesus wept. But if you read the Bible in 8 verses down, in John chapter 11, verse 43, actually Jesus went from weeping as a human being to raising Lazarus from the dead. So, but to come back and answer your question, I think that it is within the limit, I mean, the boundaries of political processes and the letter and the spirit of the peace accord that the people who feel aggrieved must have a right. I mean, you know, this is what democracy is all about. And I think something very fantastic has happened in this process. Let's not focus just on how the elections went, but there are little things that I think we need to pick along the road and pay attention to. First of all, for the first time in the history of political processes and people going to court, Nigerians should not forget that this is the first time that we are not having just a sitting president versus an opposition politician threatening to go to court or quarreling with the results of the elections. But this time now, we are having a triangular battle. You know, so it's not just one person against the others as it has always been the case. You had Waziri of Adamawa, Alhaji Atiku, articulate his views very clearly and very eloquently. You also had Peter Obi say the kind of things that he has said. We've not had much from Kwankwaso, but either way, the point I'm making is that the opening up of the political space, which is one of the major victories that this process has scored, should not be forgotten, because this, if we succeed in guiding this process through, will be widening the political space, and political competition subsequently can become freer, fairer, and much more just. So, again, to answer your question directly, it is within the boundaries of their authority to accept the process, and as we said in the peace accord, the political actors signed on to accepting the process as long as it is free, fair, and credible. And if any of the actors felt at any point that this process was not free, fair, and credible, as the two contestants, or as the contestants have said, it is within their rights to do what they've done. And I think that this has made will make the outcome of this election even more exciting and more credible, whichever way, the process finally goes. And I think all of them are saying basically the same thing. If the person holding the prize now really deserves the prize, it will be better for it. If the prize deserves to go somewhere else, the process will be better for it. And I think this is what the late President Yaradua himself said. He said, I'm holding a tainted prize, and because this prize is tainted, he didn't say I can't drop it. I will set a mechanism in place to make sure that this process, is improved. And I'm happy and humbled by the fact that I served as a member of the Electoral Reform Committee, and I know what we went through. And I think some of the things that were put on the ground are things that are now bringing us to where we are today.